American Holidays History Series 2024-25. Welcome to the American Holidays History Series. This educational initiative aims to acknowledge and celebrate lesser-known and often overlooked American holidays. Our goal is to enhance your appreciation, awareness, and understanding of these unique observances. Incorporating these holidays into your annual celebrations won't take away from your traditional holidays. In fact, they may even enrich your celebrations. By exploring these lesser-known holidays, you can create new traditions that deepen your appreciation for different cultures. We encourage you to research these celebrations to learn more about their significance and the communities that honor them. Perhaps one day you will join in the celebration alongside them. Once again, welcome to the American Holidays History Series. We hope you enjoy exploring our country's rich history of holiday celebrations. Our intent: introduce the educational initiative and its core mission, pique interest in lesser-known American holidays, emphasize the value of exploring diverse cultural observances. Our purpose: foster appreciation and awareness of less celebrated American holidays, encourage the audience to incorporate these holidays into their own lives, promote understanding of the significance of these observances and the communities who celebrate them. Highlight the potential for personal enrichment and cultural growth through exploring these holidays. Continue the series with a focus on less celebrated American holidays. As part of the series, today we will focus on Emancipation Proclamation Day, which coincides with the last day of Kwanzaa. Interestingly, both holidays are celebrated every January 1st. So, Habari Gani Imani, Happy New Year, and most importantly, Happy Emancipation Proclamation Day. A brief history of the Emancipation Proclamation. In the second year of the American Civil War, on September 17, 1862, the Battle of Antietam took place near Sharpsburg, Maryland. In this battle, the United States troops halted the advance of Confederate forces led by General Robert E. Lee. This defeat at Antietam was the first significant setback for General Lee, who commanded the troops opposing the United States. General Ulysses S. Grant of the Union would eventually bring about Lee's final defeat in April 1865 at Appomattox, Virginia. Lee's defeat at Appomattox marked a turning point in the American Civil War. On September 22, 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issued the preliminary Emancipation Proclamation. This proclamation declared that as of January 1, 1863, all enslaved individuals in the states currently engaged in rebellion against the Union would be then, thenceforward, and forever free. Lincoln called on all rebellious states, the Confederate States of America, to rejoin the United States within 100 days, by January 1, 1863, or their enslaved people would be declared thenceforward and forever free. However, the Confederates did not cease fighting. The news of the Emancipation Proclamation reached the millions of enslaved people in the rebellious states. As the war continued into December 1862, enslaved people began to organize in their homes and churches, anticipating January 1, 1863. They understood that this date would signify a dramatic change in their status in the United States, from bondsmen to freemen. These gatherings eventually led to the tradition of Watch Night Meeting, which became significant among the descendants of African enslaved people in America. The Emancipation Proclamation had minimal direct impact on freeing enslaved people in the nation. However, its symbolic significance was immense, as it declared the liberation of enslaved individuals as one of the North's goals in the Civil War, alongside the preservation of the Union. The proclamation also had practical consequences. Countries like Britain and France, which had previously contemplated supporting the Confederacy to expand their power, reconsidered their stance due to their strong opposition to slavery. Additionally, Black Americans were allowed to enlist in the Union Army for the first time. By the end of the war, nearly 200,000 had done so. On January 1, 1863, Lincoln's Proclamation 95, better known as the Emancipation Proclamation, took effect. This proclamation set the stage for the permanent abolition of slavery in the United States. As Lincoln and his allies in Congress recognized that emancipation would lack a constitutional basis once the war concluded, they began to work on enacting a constitutional amendment to abolish slavery. By the end of January 1865, both houses of Congress had passed the 13th Amendment. President Lincoln justified emancipation as a wartime measure and was careful to apply it only to the Confederate states that were in rebellion at the time. By exercising his authority, President Lincoln declared that all individuals held as enslaved people within the designated states and parts of states would be free henceforth. He also stated that the executive branch of the United States government, including its military and naval authorities, would recognize and uphold the freedom of these individuals. States that seceded from the United States to preserve slavery and rebelled against the Union included South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Arkansas. The 4 border slave states, Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, and Missouri, and all or parts of 3 Confederate states controlled by the Union Army were exempt from the proclamation. In February 1865, 2 months before his assassination, Lincoln said, "It is my greatest and most enduring contribution to the history of the war. It is in fact the central act of my administration and the great event of the 19th century." The 13th Amendment, ratified on December 6, 1865, finalized the efforts of free and enslaved African Americans, abolitionists, and the Emancipation Proclamation by formally abolishing slavery throughout the United States. For the enslaved people of African descent, January 1, 1863, was not just the beginning of a new year, but the beginning of a new way of life in America. It was the Emancipation Proclamation Day. Every January 1st is Emancipation Proclamation Day.
Shall be free. Children, we all shall be free when the Lord shall appear. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free when the Lord shall appear. We won't know cowards in our bent that from their color fly. We call for valiant hearted men that are not afraid to die. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free when the Lord shall appear. We see the pilgrim as he lies with glory in his soul. To happiness his longing eyes and bids this world adieu. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free. Children, we all shall be free when the Lord shall appear. Give ease to the sick, give sight to the blind, enable the crippled to walk. He'll raise the dead from under the earth and give them permission to fly. Children,